the day of our remembrance as a people is not far. But you see, the seasons of the shakings are not over. You know, towards the end of last year, I had a revelation that I began to share. I saw in the post-election era, and I saw that none of the three leading candidates was on the throne in the post-election era. And I was troubled, and I was praying and asking the Lord, what is the meaning of this? And after then, the Lord gave me another vision in which I saw like the inauguration of a particular leader. And of course, I know that's not the will of God for his people. And the Lord calls us to pray as we have been doing. But you see, in the midst of that, God said he's going to be there for a very short time. And so I was asking, why did the first vision came as at the time that it came? I thought in order of progression, it should have been this second vision being showed before the first. God said it's just to prepare you. He said this particular leader is going to come in for a very short time, even though it is not the will of God. But you see, certain things can be sealed in the realm of the spirit, but have not found manifestation in the earth. It will take priesthood to determine whether things that are established as reality in the realm of the spirit plays out in time or not. The church obviously has a responsibility to ensure that this particular leader does not come into power because it's not the will of God for the people. And obviously not the desire of the people. But it's a leader to be superimposed upon the people. But you see, it appears as though the level of priesthood and the level of incense that is required to overturn the agenda of evil men and to bring the counsel of the Lord to pass has not been met. And in many quarters in the body of Christ, it doesn't look like they are interested in mobilizing the church to bring the will of God to come. It's not enough to just stand on the pulpit and speak. There must be structures on ground to mobilize the people of God into intense prayer and intercession and spiritual warfare in order to hijack, to change the agenda of the enemy and to bring the purpose of God to pass. Because if this does not happen, what the Lord showed me is going to play out. Of course, I'm talking about the man from the southwest. And I was praying and the Lord spoke these words to me. He said the outcome of the 2023 election will be determined by either of these two groups, the intercessors or the cabals. So the outcome will be determined by the intercessors or the cabals.